Hey guys, I'm here to answer some of your questions that you posted on Facebook, and I appreciate everybody that did that. It's hard to interview myself, so I'm glad that you guys posted some questions to ask me. I'm going to have to answer them pretty fast because this recording doesn't record very long. So a lot of the questions really do require even more, so I'll probably have to post another one, but this is the first one. And be sure to watch the whole thing because I have a couple of special announcements at the end. But first, let's answer the questions. First question is, what do you do to help seniors relax in front of the camera and produce natural smiles? I do a couple of things before the shoot. One is pre-session consultation. I think meeting them before the day of the shoot is very important because it really helps them relax. They already know you and they're not nervous. So I think that helps. I also think a pre-session questionnaire helps a lot because you can get some information about the senior beforehand and use that information to bring up conversations during your shoot. So on my questionnaire, I ask things like where they're going to school, what they want to study, what they want to be when they grow up type thing, where their favorite place to shop is, what their favorite food is, what their favorite music is. All that information I will make sure I read before the session and then bring up stuff like that whenever we're at the session because that helps them relax, keeps them talking. Things that I think are very important to keep kids, seniors especially, in the moment of the session is to keep them talking, keep communicating with them, keep your eye contact with them. Be silly if you have to. Just be willing to do whatever you have to do to get a laugh. One way to get a natural smile is to make them fake laugh because generally they end up laughing at themselves because it's kind of silly to go ah ha 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 without laughing at yourself or thinking you're kind of a goob. So that always helps. Also, ask them if they have a boyfriend or a girlfriend because if they do, I guarantee you they'll have at least a little smirk on their face from that question. So that's a couple of tips. Another question is, what do I do for senior rep programs? What type of incentives do I give, etc.? Okay, that is a huge question, and I will go in depth in that in several videos because in one it's going to take too long. But what I will tell you is learn from your mistakes. Senior rep programs to me are always evolving. My first senior rep program, it was a bomb. I'll just be honest with you. It was a flat bomb because I thought all I had to do was provide this great session and they'll talk me up to all their friends. Not one referral from that because I didn't educate them. I didn't tell them what they needed to do, and I did not require them to do anything before they got their images. So that was a huge mistake. But you know what? I ended up with some great images, so I have to just chalk it up to portfolio building. I did spend way too much money, so my advice to you guys for senior reps is do make them feel special and make their shoot a little special by giving them hair and makeup, but do not spend money on the things that I did. When my first one, I spent a lot of money on a stylist, a lot of money on hair, and a lot of money on makeup. Since then, I have figured out that you don't have to do all that. You can find a hair and makeup person that are willing to trade or at least work out some sort of deal with them, and you don't really need a stylist. You can use Pinterest or other clothing inspiration boards to help figure out, suggestions for your teens to wear. If you have something specific in mind, find a stylist that's willing to work for a trade. That way they can help you pull clothes that really fit the need that you're looking for. But I would highly recommend not making the same mistake as me and paying all that money for something like that. As far as what to give them, to each his own. I have tried a bunch of different things. What I've learned is the parents really want the print credit and the kids don't. So I try to give a lot of different things depending on where they hit in the rankings. So, one referral gets them a print credit, which makes mom happy. Once they get to 5, then they will get the print credits for each of those, but then they'll also, once they hit 5, get an iTunes gift card or a gift card to their favorite local store, boutique, or different things that I know they like, which I have found out because I have done a questionnaire with them. Another thing is educate your senior reps to make your senior rep program successful. So I give each of mine, I have a meeting with both them and their parents because you want both of them on board because you know what? Parents can talk you up just as much as your reps can. But what I do is I print out a booklet here that really details the entire program. It talks about me, it talks about the rep program, what a rep program is. It gives them a chart so they can see when I reach this, I will get this. It answers questions over here. This right there is awesome because they, I go through this, I answer all these questions at the meeting, but then if they forget what I said or if they can't remember what they get, all they have to do is pull out this from their little folder that I give them. So I think that's important for a rep program. Again, rep programs are always evolving. Don't just do something that somebody in Kalamazoo does. Figure out for yourself what works for you, and finding reps that really want to pass your name on is huge. There are lots of people out there that want a free session, but are they willing to pass along your information? Make it easy for them by providing them Facebook posts and text them because they like to be texted instead of emailed. All of those things will help you with your rep program. Again, rep programs are way more involved in this little 5-minute video. So if you have specific questions, you can always email me. But also at the Seniorology Tour, we talk in depth, very specific about rep programs. Okay, another question is how to market to seniors. That too is a huge question, but I'll try to answer it pretty quickly. If you are new to the senior market and you're trying to find those first seniors, try to get your foot in the door. There are a lot of things you can do. You can, first of all, ask all the people you know to try to find some seniors. I didn't know any when I first moved here and didn't think I would ever find any because, I have young kids and they're nowhere near senior age. But you know what? I have babysitters. They're all usually in high school. Even if they're a freshman, start a relationship with them. Eventually they'll be a senior. They ask them if they know any current seniors. Ask them if they know juniors. You got to start somewhere, and you really just need one because that person will know that person and next, and it'll be a domino effect. So you can also go into the high schools and ask them. It depends on